Alright, looks like this is on. So let me pop up my face. Alright, there we go. Hello everyone, thank you for joining today on this another live stream today. So this is the 20th of May. This is on Thursday. So good to see everyone. Today is also raining in Japan, Tokyo. It's been a rainy season at the moment. So I feel a bit dull. So I guess I will sleep soon tonight. But and also there is no trend at the moment. The price has been retracing, ranging today. So there is no trade for me. So basically what I was doing today was I was reading the original book of Ichimoku today and reconfirming the concept of Hanne line and the concept of this Henkabi, and these are Kihon Suchi numbers. That was my topic today. So yeah, it's quite interesting. Like every time I read these books, I learn something new. And tomorrow I'm thinking to read how to capture the waves correctly based on this original book. So yeah, otherwise I will be just get too bored, because the market has been ranging. So I think this is exactly the time when you read books or backtest or reconfirm your strategies. So let's see. Let me start here. Just before starting here, just a quick disclaimer as usual. This information today on this live stream is basically based on my own analysis experience knowledge. So when you take trades, please do at your own risk. Alright, so let's see who's here. Sorosh, good to see you here. Arvin, thank you for joining. And Asif, good to see you too. Thank you for joining as well. And CG, good to see you. Christopher, good to see you too. Powell, Shamal, Aditya, and Esa. And Yorun, thank you for joining too. Good to see you here. Alright, Talal, thank you for joining. Welcome back, good to see you again. Yes sir. Monorom and Henry, thank you for joining as well. Alright, David and Ganesan, Gerald, good to see you too. So yeah, so today I actually changed I fixed the connection, internet connection, and hopefully this is stable and clear today. Alright, so in case if there's any issues on the internet connection, please let me know. Yesterday there was a instability in the instability on the connection, but today hopefully it works okay until the end of the live stream. Kayana, thank you for joining too. Good to see you here. Gustavo and Babak, Mars and Pedro, Vince, James and Wong, everybody. Good to see you again. So I guess I will be looking at the Euro USD first because it's been still uptrending in a forward chart. But it looks like this is the only pair that is trending as per higher time frames. Because this one I analyzed it yesterday. I posted my analysis on yesterday on Euro USD on my TradingView account. And I'm still thinking that this is uptrending on a daily basis and will break the previous resistance level at 1.2243 level. And let me forward the chart until today's candlestick. So today's bearish. Afterwards, the market went downwards and bearish yesterday. But today's looks like bullish. There was a resistance up here once again at this 1.2243 level, retracing backwards, but the price is still above the Kijuns in the forward chart, so I still expect the market breaks upwards this way. So I'm still looking for the buy chance on this pair. So I will be looking for the buy chance when the mid time frames are trending, but also right now the price is above the Tenkan-sen. So you can already look for that buying edge and expect the market breaks, or simply you wait for the breakout and wait for the retest and look for an entry chance. So it's either or usually okay. I mean, sometimes I take trades, or usually, right, sorry, usually I take trades before the breakout happens, so you can look for an entry edge. But here, this is a forward chart, and this candlestick is going to be closing in about 3 hours, 2 and 53 minutes it's going to close, so we have to be careful when exactly it closes. If you're looking for the daily chart, if you're looking at the daily chart, for example, then you have to wait for the daily candle close. And if you're looking at the forward chart, then you want to wait for the forward chart candle close. When you capture breakout or the Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen breakout, or the previous resistance or support line breakouts. So in one, it was flat a couple hours ago, and right now, yeah, it's still flat. The price is still in the Kumo now, so this is not a good entry chance yet for me. And usually I look at the 30-minute chart too. I check 30-minute chart, and 30 is still not really strong bullish. In a short term, it's bullish. Of course, you can find this consecutive N waves at the moment, and this is bullish. But still, the market is not really uptrending in 30-minute chart because the Kumo is not twisted yet. So I would wait for the Kumo twist and then look for the buy chance and expect the market breaks the previous resistance level upwards this way. But I don't think it's gonna happen today because looks like today has less volatility in the market. Peter, thank you for joining, and Ray, good to see you. Alright, Deborah, Turung, Jagdish, Yeman, thank you for joining. Darrell, good to see you too. Thank you for joining as well. Alright, so let me come back to some comments here. Yeah, I will look at the gold afterwards. Yes, I will. Gold is been ranging today also. I checked the chart once today and it was flat in the daily chart, and that's why since then I haven't looked at it for maybe 4 or 5 hours until now. So let's see what's happening in gold. But before that, let me quickly check your comments. Alright, Gerald says, what's your opinion? Last 3 months, there are just a couple of days with good trending. What do you think, especially last 3 months? What was tough for me as a beginner? Yeah, it was a tough, the last 3 months or since this year. Yeah, particularly this February or March, from the beginning of March, it's been ranging. So, but there are trends almost every week. There are trends on one of these pairs or 2 of these pairs, 3 of these pairs. I found some trends. It's at least on the pairs on the watch list on the right side. So these are the pairs that I watch. I usually watch the Euro, USD, and Pound, JPY, and CAD, AUD, and the Swiss franc. I check, and on these pairs I find the trends on the daily chart or the forward charts. So basically when it happens, I capture these trends. But yes, as Gerald mentions, this year has been quite ranging in higher time frames, and it's a bit spiky. It's retracing. There are retracements on the market. Yes, but I won't change my strategy because it's still working for me on this week, on this year, and also I can run some profits still. Okay, let's see. Gold breaking the resistance line again. Alright, let me check that one soon. So yeah, the Euro US is uptrending, so I will wait for the Kumo twist in 30-minute chart and look for the buy chance. And most likely that will be when the forward chart candle closes above the Tenkan-sen in this condition. So the angle of the Senko span AB, Kijun-sen is important, and also Tenkan-sen angle is important for this short term. But also whether the price above the Tenkan-sen or whether the price is in between Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, or between Kijun-sen and Senko span B, or sorry, Senko span A, or if the price is in between Senko span A and Kumo is important. So because simply when the price is above the Tenkan-sen, that's bullish. So this part was bullish. And also this part also has been bullish. And also if when you capture simply while the market was above the Tenkan-sen, these were basically bullish markets. So simply you can look for the buy chance on these timings too. But usually for myself, I follow the location and also the direction of the angle of Senko span BA and Kijun-sen, and also the price level, and whether Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen is crossing or not, or the Chikou span location is important. But if you are still new to Ichimoku, then you can only focus the Kumo's Senko span AB, Kijun-sen angles to capture the market direction. But if you're a bit more advanced for Ichimoku, then you can also look at the location of the price level to Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, and the Kumo. Aditya says, Mr. K, Euro USD break Tenkan-sen on forward chart. Can we expect 9 candles up forward? So let's see. Yes, the market is, if the market breaks the Tenkan-sen upwards, so for the next 9 candles, the market could be uptrending or it could be ranging. I mean, it's not 100% true, like I mentioned before. So if the market continues to go up after this breakout, then it's possible that the market goes up, and once it retraces backwards at this after 9 candles, that's when the Tenkan-sen can meet the market. But this is only one of the scenarios, and you can do so with the Kijun-sen and also Senko span B. So I think one of the things that it's very important to remember is that the we cannot look for a strategy that works 100%, but by adding these confirmations and correct knowledge of Ichimoku and price action and lines, then you can create these scenarios. I think it's more important than expecting which way it's going. Okay, so let's see. Diane, thank you for joining. Good to see you. And Tam, thank you for joining too. Gold has forward chart 30-minute chart confirmations. Alright, let me check that one soon. Alright, how to confirm the buy trend based on the ranges, based on your opinion. How to confirm buy trend based on rangers based on your opinion. So basically, I only take trades when it's trending, and when it's ranging, I don't take trades. And I have a definition of the trend and range. and basically every time I see the trending market, trending pairs, that's basically when I start to look for an entry chance. So always take trades while trending is a key to success. Let's see, USD CAD is it's ranging in 4-hour chart, and also in daily chart it's retracing also. The Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, so it can retrace backwards to Kijun Sen in this condition. Since the market broke the Kijun Sen on the 21st of April, since it breaks, the market has been below the Kijun Sen for the last 22 candles. So in 26 candles, it can either retrace backwards to the Kijun Sen, or it can start to retrace backwards this way, or while the market continues to range after 26 bars, the Kijun Sen could get closer to the candles. For example, like this way, the Kijun Sen could go down and retrace backwards to the price, and they can meet afterwards. So, but to make the long story short, in this particular condition, I expect the market still continue to be in a range. So unless the market breaks the previous low at this 1.2012 level, I won't look for any sell chance. So this is also one of the scenarios. So what if the market goes backwards? Then what you're gonna do? And what if the market continue to be in the range and trending down? Then what you have to do is always a question that you have to ask yourself. Okay, so let me check the gold quickly. Looks like it's trending right now, so let me check. So here's the daily chart. And on the daily chart, yeah, the Kumo is uptrending nicely. And also the Kijun Sen is up. Tenkan Sen is flat, but the Chikou span above the candles. And the price is located above Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen, Kumo. But in this particular condition, one thing I noticed is, of course, the doji candlestick yesterday was exactly the doji candlestick. So unless the market breaks the previous resistance level at 1890.17 level, the market could still be in a range like this way. So that's the daily time frame analysis, and let me switch it to 4-hour chart. In 4-hour chart, this is now uptrending. The price also is locating above the Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen, Kumo here, and Kumo Senko span A is up and Kijun Sen up, Chikou span above the candles, and this is bullish. So the market still can go up and breaks the previous resistance level. So I think this is caused by the USD currency. Let me quickly check out the strength chart. So here's the currency strength chart today, and we can clearly see that the USD currency is very weak. The orange one is a USD, and this is bearish, and looks like that's why the gold is being bought right now. So yeah, in that sense, since the USD is bearish, the gold could go up in its correlation. So let me check the 1-hour chart. In 1, it's flat still. The Chikou span is almost touching the candles, and the Kumo has been flat, so it's been ranging. In 30-minute chart, this is also gradually uptrending, I would say. It's gradually uptrending right now, like on this bullish wave. it's uptrending, but still this is within the range of the previous high and low in 30-minute chart or 1-hour chart. So unless the market breaks the previous resistance level upwards this way, the market could be in the range still. So I don't feel positive to buy in this condition. The market might be resisted at the previous resistance level of 1879.11 and retraces backwards too, based on this 30-minute time frame. So we'll see. Milind, Tuan, thank you for joining. Arkady, good to see you. Pedro, good to see you too. Alright, Kayon, thank you for the reminder as always. If you liked today's live stream, please press a good button so that it keeps me going. Thank you. Sekar, thank you for joining. And Captain Jack, good to see you too from Indonesia. Thank you for joining. Welcome to this live stream. Pound dollar may be potential tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, it's been ranging pound USD also today. So let me continue to talk about the gold and see what's happening. So in gold, in this condition, so once again, I say that this is bullish in terms of price action because the lows are higher. And technically highs are still higher, or this is looks like this is on the P wave structure on this 30-minute time frame. So the market might retest the trend line. It may retrace backwards to trend line or Kumo and bounces, and it may break afterwards. So in this condition, we have to still be careful for the retracement in the short term, because once again, this is still in the range of the previous high and low from yesterday. So it needs to build up more positions, more stops to make the market move towards the next direction. Priyo, thank you for joining. Good to see you here. Captain Jack, thank you for the reminder also. And Orvin too, for the like button and subscribing my channel. Thank you for the reminder. David, thank you for joining. And Roberto, good to see you from Venice. Thank you for joining. Yeah, we'll see if it's gonna break. So here, this is exactly at the previous resistance in a 30-minute chart at 1879.11 level. So whether the market breaks or not, we can also investigate the lower time frames and see if the market will potentially breaks. So let me go down to 5-minute chart and see what's happening on this lower time frame. In 5 or 15, I don't use Ichimoku. I only look at the price action. So let's see. So here in the 5-minute chart, there was a wick pointing upwards, and now the market is retracing backwards. But this may be one of the Fibonacci levels. So I use Fibonacci levels to capture whether it's a decent bounce or not. And here, in this condition, we can find that this support was 38.2%. And so that means if the market breaks, it can go up this way. But once again, this is only 5-minute chart. And as we saw earlier, the price is still ranging in higher time frame. So and there was a doji candlestick yesterday. So the market still could go down and breaks the previous support in 5 and retraces backwards to 50% or 61.8%. So in this condition, I wait. I will be patient until I see the clear breakout. So yeah, but this is a nice uptrend from exactly from 1910 UTC time zone. It's been uptrending, but we'll see. Sorry, it's not 19, so this is in Japanese time. Sorry, hold on, let me change it to the UTC time zone. And the uptrend started exactly at 10:10 AM in UTC time zone. So it may be bouncing with 38.50% or 50% or 61.8% and breaks the higher this way. Nasser, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Hussein, thank you for joining too. Yeah, gold Kumo is very thin in higher time frames, so this is more the ranging market. Yusuf says, sincerely Mr. K and wonderful things he taught. I have been following him for a week and watched many of his videos. With that, I've learned my portfolio has already grown by 150%. You're great. That's good to see, Yusuf. So the important thing is about the consistency. So that's a good profit, but please don't be too happy with that. If it's for the monthly return or yearly return, that's the most important part. So please be consistent. But thank you for the comment. Appreciate it. Thank you. Alright, Asif says gold forward chart looks like a triangle P wave, so could go either directions. Is that correct? Let me see in the forward chart or 1 hour chart P wave. So yeah, this is still in the P wave. Yeah, counting from the previous candle yesterday, high and low, this is on the P wave. So although we find a uptrend on this short term, in the short term this is uptrending, but we can also say that this is still within the P wave as a bigger picture. So it might be traced backwards, it might go in the range, it might break the P wave downwards, and might become fake and be supported at this 1864.86 level and goes upwards too. So this condition is very difficult to expect which way it's going. I mean, yeah, I'm still thinking if expect is the right word or not to use. I'm trying to find a better word to use it, but you know, never to expect which way it's going, but you have to be logical and objective to the market. So but this is still in the P wave and ranging on these higher time frame conditions, so it's not really an ideal entry chance. So although the market breaks upwards this way, it might retrace backwards soon. And this is not the market that I will be taking trades. LA, yes, I have already exited the Euro AUD yesterday. One of the positions exited based on the lower time frame, stop loss, and the other one with the, sorry, not the stop loss, stop, and other one, it was taken when I was sleeping, and I got this profit on these two positions yesterday. Tishego says, do you trade Nasdaq? I don't. I only take trades on Forex pairs on the right side and also the gold. I take trades. Kailash says, hello K, at which time frame Ichimoku works the best? My opinion is the daily chart. Originally, on the Ichimoku original book, he explains the chart based on the daily chart or the weekly chart. So I think if you can stick to the daily chart, that would be the best. But don't take it on too low time frames. Like 5 or 15 minute time frames will be a bit too low to use Ichimoku, so I don't use it anymore. I used to use Ichimoku in lower time frames, but not anymore because I find that they're a bit lagging. EUR JPY, let me check. So now looks like it's retracing on gold. Let me check the 5 minute chart in gold real quick. So, and I will come back to this chart at the end of the live stream today and see what's happening. So let me mark exactly what we're seeing here on gold in 5. So, and let's see what happens afterwards in about like 15 or 20 minutes until I end this live stream. In the meantime, let me check the EUR JPY and checking the daily chart. Let me put the Ichimoku here too. This is too bullish. It's still bullish because the Kumo has been up. Looks like Senko span A is still up, but Kijun Sen flat, Tenkan Sen is up, and Chikou span above the candles. So this is bullish, but because the Kijun Sen is flat right now, the price may retrace backwards to either Tenkan Sen or Kijun Sen. So usually in this condition, I want to look for a buy chance. But this is bullish, so the market could break higher this way. And once it does, then I will look for a buy chance. Robert says, hey everyone, at last I could back. Sure, thank you for coming back, Robert. Alright, Jagdish says a P-wave symmetrical triangle breakout on upside in gold 30-minute chart. Yeah, it could break upwards, so we'll see. Jai, good to see you. Young says dollar CAD. Alright, so USD CAD, dollar CAD pair. Daily chart still looks to be flat. Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, the angle, but the price is still below Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen, and Chikou span still below the candles. So this is bearish in its momentum, but direction-wise is flat. So the price could retrace backwards to Kijun Sen, so I won't look for a sell chance in this condition. And after this Kijun Sen breakout, it's been let's see, it's been for 22 bars, and within the 26 candles, it could retrace backwards to Kijun Sen. So in this condition, I won't look for a sell. Let me see, in forward chart, this is also flat, right? Kumo flat, still very too young, too short, very flat Kumo. Kijun Sen is also down, but this is the Chikou span still too close with the candles, and to me this is a range. In the short term, it's bearish, so for scalpers I think it would be good to sell, but like myself, for the day to swing trader, this is range to me, so I don't look for a trade chance. Mike says, hey Kay, thanks for sharing your experience regards from okay, Winish, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Good to see you here. Alright, Machia, it's good to see you too. Shanaka says, has China banned crypto? Oh, I'm not sure. Yeah, crypto has been going down so fast yesterday. It was huge drop. Since I got the question about Bitcoin, let me see. So all the cryptos were bearish yesterday. There was a wick down. So let me check the daily chart in Bitcoin. And it was bearish, flash crash almost. And now it's retracing backwards. But in terms of Ichimoku, the price is still below Tenkan Kijun Sen. And Chikou span still below the candles in the daily chart. So this is bearish in my eye. But once again, this is cryptocurrency and I don't trade cryptos, so this is just my thoughts. But if this were a forex pair or indexes or commodities, then this is bearish. So unless the market breaks the Kumo upwards this way, I won't look for any buy chance. As per daily chart. Is usually what I do on the forex pairs. Rack says, hi Mr. K, I asked when to enter exactly a trade when you have already identified this time cycle. So time cycle is for the bigger picture, and what I usually do is I enter the trades in lower time frames, which are 5-minute chart or the 15-minute chart. I look for the reversing wave, or I look for the potential breakout direction by using Bollinger Band stochastics and Fibonacci lines to take trades. And also make sure to place the stop loss is a key too. I take 2% risk per trade and follow the major direction based on the daily chart or the forward chart. And if I find the weekly to be trending, I also follow the weekly trend direction. And I do so by using Ichimoku Kinko Hyo in higher time frames. And time cycles too. Time cycles and also price theory also can be expected target. So when the price reaches the price target, then I expect the market retraces backwards. And when I really see the retracement, then that will be when I look for an exit timing, so that I can psychologically prepare for the retracement. Alright, looks like the chat is becoming active now. So let me quickly cover Swiss franc JPY. Let's see. I think it was flat a couple of hours ago, but let me see. On the daily chart, yeah, it's still ranging, retracing backwards. The Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, but the price above the Tenkan Sen and Chikou span above the candles, so this is bullish. And with that in mind, I look at the forward chart. In 4, the price is in between Kumo Kijun Sen now and Chikou span overlapping, so it's ranging. So unless the market breaks the previous high at this 121.52, I will do nothing. It's ranging right now, or retracing. Yes, Asif, you're welcome. Alright, Euro AUD. Let's see. Euro AUD, in the daily chart, it became flat. It's retracing today. We have the bearish candlestick, and in this condition also, this is also called an inside bar. This is called harami in Japanese, because the current candlesticks is inside of the previous high and low, and this is called harami in Japanese. But if I say this in India, I heard it's a bad language, so I started not to use the word harami anymore, and instead I called it inside bar. So when I say inside like this on the daily chart or any time frames, I wait for the breakout. Because if it breaks, most likely it will, because the price is still above the Tenkan Kijun Sen and Chikou span above the candles, and I think that the market will break the previous resistance but unless it happens, I won't look for the buy chance. Or unless the Kumo goes up and Kijun Sen goes up, in the daily chart, I won't look for a buy chance. Because if the market continues to go bearish and breaks the previous support from yesterday, then it can retrace backwards to the Kijun Sen. So this is not really a good opportunity to take trades. Until either happens, the market still could be in the range like this way. Towan says, hi Kay, hi everyone, can I ask you how do we confirm the breakout and avoid a false breakout? You can confirm the false or not by waiting for the candle close. So if the daily chart candle close is still, it's not confirmed yet, then it might become a fake breakout. Marianne says, hello Kay, could you please recommend me Ichimoku indicator with the right calculations on MT5? MT5 calculations and also displacement are wrong because Ichimoku takes the current forming candlestick as 1, not 0 but 1, and Kumo is shifted 26 candles to the future. So in TradingView too, I use the Ichimoku default indicator. If you can simply type the Ichimoku here, and you can find the Ichimoku cloud, and this is what I'm using on TradingView because I found that this displacement and the calculation are correct. But when it comes to counting the number of candles, it's a bit tricky on the TradingView because if I take this measurement tool and if I just press the left click and it says 0, it says 0 bar. So and when I drag it to one candle to the future, then it becomes 1. But as per Ichimoku, Ichimoku takes this current forming candlestick as 1, not 0. So in that sense, if you try to count the number of candles on this TradingView, make sure you start counting one previous so that this current forming candlestick becomes 1 and it counts 26 to the future to the Kumo. And same for Chikou span. Chikou span also takes this current forming candlesticks 1. So instead of start counting exactly on this candlestick, you have to start counting one candle backwards so that the current candlestick becomes 1 and it goes backwards 26. And as for Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, Senko span B calculations are actually done this way too. And when I usually capture the time cycles, I count the number of candles in this way. So like I mentioned yesterday's live stream about the DAX index, DAX index has been downtrending as per a daily chart in time cycle, and whenever I count the number of candles, I start counting one candlestick before and drag it to the future so that it becomes a correct number of candles in its time cycle. So this is a bit tricky, so make sure, depending on which platform you're using, make sure to count the number of candles correctly this way as per Ichimoku. And in terms of DAX index on the daily chart, there was a retest on the trend line and it's going down. So there were 3 times of support by the trend line, and broke downwards on the 7th of May and retests, and now it's going down this way. So in this time cycle on the DAX index, the highs are 26 bars and lows are 9 bars. So I expect the market still breaks the previous low at 89.66 tomorrow until Friday, and it may retrace backwards for the next couple of days until the 9th of June. And this is the time cycles. Between the highs and between the lows, you can capture it. But this is one of the important concepts about Ichimoku, but I don't take exactly trade based on these time frames, but because this is for the bigger picture. And I take trades based on the lower time frames, so that I have tighter stop loss with the same percent per risk per trade and take trades that way. Fush says, hi Mr. K, love your teachings. Could you check silver on the weekly chart? Looks like a gold cross. Let me check the silver and gold cross on the weekly chart. Yes, Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen is gold crossing, and this is happening above the Kumo, so it can go up this way. And looks like this is another ascending P wave example. There was a resistance zone like this. It was a bit wider range on the resistance zone on silver, but I can clearly see that the Kumo's up, Senko span B is up, A is up still, and also Chikou span above the candles, and Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, gold cross happening right now. So the price could go up until the most previous high at the 30.1109 level can be expected. And this is an ascending triangle, so it could break upwards, or it can retest a trend line and or Kijun-sen and goes up this way too. Because Kijun-sen flat still, so the market still might retrace backwards to Kijun-sen. Alright, who won? Good night, good evening, thank you for joining. Okay, so I guess I will be ending the live stream in about 5 minutes and switch it to the membership live today. So let me quickly check some other comments today. Jagadish says a gold is in the weekly chart, break Senko span A to upside and significant break considering let's see, considering thick Kumo breakout, also presuming P wave breakout in the 30 minutes. Yeah, looks like the market is about the Kumo breakout. Yeah, that's true. But here in this case, the Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen gold cross hasn't happened yet. And also Chikou span still with the candles. So in this condition, although we have this Kumo breakout, it can be fake and it can retrace backwards anytime. Kumo flat also, and Kumo's bearish and flat, so we cannot really rely on this Kumo breakout on the weekly chart. Trading and David, thank you for joining, you're welcome. And says, what about USD JPY? Okay, dollar JPY was also flat. Let me check the daily chart. Yes, the price is exactly in that Kumo. Kumo flat and Chikou span with the candles, and this is the range. And simply I avoid taking trades on this condition. Arun, you're welcome. Hello, thank you for joining. Good to see you here. Darius says, hi, what is your input for the cloud? My Kumo setting is 26. 26. Karim, thank you for joining. Good to see you here. Tawan and Soman, you're welcome. Fush, you're welcome too. And Kayon, you're welcome. Karim, you're welcome too. Thank you for the comments and participation as always. David says, can we change the setting on to 8, 25, 52, 25 to correct the counting problem? Yeah, but make sure that the calculation of these lines are correct too. Calculations of each line is correct. Sander says, you are very much on target on the Nifty retracing back. It saves me from taking a bullish bet. Yeah, Nifty is ranging or retracing on the bearish flag, so you better not look for the buy chance. Yeah, I will check it. I will take a look at it on the next live stream. Okay, so I will be ending the live stream for today. So it was very nice seeing you, everyone. So yeah, the COVID is still increasing in Tokyo. Well, it's kind of sideways, but it's not really improving. So and it's still spreading worldwide, so I hope yourself, your family and friends, and everybody is staying healthy and safe. So until I see you next time, please stay healthy once again and stay gold. And for those who are Ichimoku members, I will see you soon. So bye for now, everyone. Mata ne. Thank you.